The NGAD is base. The U.S. Air Force is base. I am not. So today we're going to talk about the NGAD program and the FAXX, or what everybody wants to call it, because apparently we're jumping to conclusions, the Boeing F-47, which is also base. Now, the NGAD is a program that stands for the Next Generation Air Dominance Fighter, mainly because we already have the B1 or the B-21. So yeah. Now, there's proposals from Boeing and Lockheed to make it. For some reason, Boeing got the contract, so I just hope it keeps its canopy on, and that it also doesn't just like do an XB-70 and get rammed by one of its drones, because they said fuck it, humans and drones together. The FAXX is apparently supposed to control multiple drones that are like the same size. That's a really bad idea, especially for the fact that all of like the the leaks. I love that. The leaks, the new update leaks about the FAXX say that it's supposed to be a single seat, which would be really fucking stupid. Especially the fact that you're controlling multiple drones, and you're also trying to fly a plane. So this better have some kind of like autopilot, but like that's still not the best. It's like I don't know, and I feel like the processing power is just going to be so much where it's going to fail very, very easily, especially because it's Boeing. Anyway, let's just start with the engines. There's people say that they're either going to have General or GE XA-102s or Pratt & Whitney XA-103s. I think Pratt & Whitney is the way to go, because I mean they're famous for multiple things. I mean, they got the F-35, pretty sure they got the F-22, they have the SR-71 that they made engines for, and multiple other things. So I think Pratt & Whitney is the way to go. It also has next generation adaptive propulsion. Now, I don't know what this means, but maybe it's thrust vectoring, because the U.S. Air Force does not do enough thrust vectoring. I feel like they really should, like the F-22, but like, because the U.S. Air Force, with thrust vectoring, things that were actually put into service was the F-22. We have a bunch of tests for thrust vectoring, but it was literally just the F-22 with thrust vectoring. But then with like Europe and Asia and stuff, we have like the Su-30, the Su-27, the Su-35, the Su-34. Well, not really. The Su-34 kind of. We have the Su-57, we have the Su-75, we have just so many aircraft that had thrust vectoring. Not in the U.S., because I feel like the U.S. doesn't make fun aircraft, they make good aircraft. I'd rather have a mix of both, in my opinion. Anyway, so yeah, hopefully that. It does not have a vertical stabilizer, so it's going to be like a, think of it as a mini B1, or B2. Think of it as a mini B2, or B-21, whatever you want to think of. Think of it as a mini B-21, except it doesn't have the payload. Or, yeah, it's probably not going to be very maneuverable. It's probably going to need more processing power for all the fucking fly-by-wire and stuff it needs, because apparently not having a vertical stabilizer is slightly stealthier. This is the motherfucking U.S. Air Force. We don't need stealth. Anyway, Northrop is not going to be in it, which I mean, I guess is okay. They kind of left, I guess. They said they didn't really want to do it, which is kind of sad. I mean, I feel like Northrop and Lockheed joining together to absolutely rail, oh god, this sounds so wrong, but beat Boeing, because that would work very good. But no, they just said no. They just said no. Anyway, the budget for this program is $1.66 billion, which I think is a little bit too little, because we're kind of like that's a lot of money, yes, but like I don't think it's enough money for the U.S. I mean, like, maybe it's enough money for like China with the J-36 and the J-50, because you know that happened, and like the PAC-DP and you know all this crazy stuff, like the FCAS, GACAP, they have good budgets. But the U.S., they don't know what to do with their fucking money, in my opinion. Weapons, not really, like, talked about, but from what I believe, it should just be like some kind of fucking AMRAAM cruise missile type shit. Like, I don't know how big this is gonna be, but judging by it, maybe I'll make a 3D model of it. Maybe. I don't like this design, so I don't think I will. But it very well could. I don't know, you know. My best guess is like, again, just like a small mini cruise missile with like some AMRAAMs, probably a Sidewinder in there in case we need it, probably some JDAMs, Mavericks, or like modern air-to-ground, and anything that could just like, it's got to be multi-role. If it's not multi-role, Boeing, you're bait. It's got to be multi-role, because there's no way you're doing all of this and then saying, it's just for aircraft. Like, no, you're not fucking doing that. No, hell no. There's a lot of videos about this, but in my opinion, I made the best one. But anyway, we'll just talk a little bit about the history, because I'm going to random places. Anyway, it's expected to be in the field about 2030. It's been in the making since like since about 2014. There's also DARPA, which is the Defense Advanced Research Project Agency. They are the fun police, by the way, because they make things have to be like realistic and not too overpowered. Also, I hope this NGAD is nuclear, because that would be cool. That would actually be really cool. Because if it was nuclear, we could... There's a lot we could do. More or less a lot that I could do, but... fuck you too, I guess. Yeah. I hope it's nuclear. If not... If not, Boeing, you fucked up yet again. And Lockheed will probably take it. In my opinion, I think Boeing's gonna make it, securing it, and then they're gonna like get into testing and be like, this is shit. And then be like, Lockheed, get your bitch ass over here. And it's just gonna be good.